It was an amazing feeling. I was feeling on top of the world, going there and then getting the Arjuna Award. It was such a big moment. Such a big and proud moment for all of us. I talked to a lot of athletes actually. I talked to Sweetie, she's boxer and former world champion, and I talked to hockey player Salima Tete also. She's yeah, and I mean a lot of other players also. Some para athletes also, para medalists and all, and yeah, pretty good conversation. I think squash player also, that Abhay Singh, and yeah, I think I pretty much spoke to most of the other awardees, and yeah, it was pretty good knowing about their sports, how what all they achieved, and how like their struggles and all. I was 7.5 years old when I started playing chess. So before that, I was into a lot of activities. Like I was into skating, dance, music, art, and cricket and whatnot. I mean, I was playing all types of sports and these things. And then suddenly one day in our school, we used to have this zero period. So me and my brother Vishesh, we both went to the chess room. And I mean, the moment I saw chess and the chess pieces, the knight moving, I mean, it felt so different, unique. And after going back home, we told our mom that, why don't you make us join a chess academy? And then I joined an academy, and eventually we started taking home coaching. And the first tournament I played, I won a prize there. And after that, I mean, I never looked back. I kept on winning like state, nationals, Asian, world, Commonwealth. So, I mean, that's how I began playing. In Noida itself, like where I live, its name was Genius Chess Academy. But like within 3-4 months or something, we started taking home coaching. And then in my initial years, Manish Unyal sir, he was coaching me. He was around 2000 rated. I mean, it was not very high, but for me, it was very useful because that time I had just started playing, and he used to devote the time and take so much interest that it was like very beneficial for me. And then eventually, like I started after a few years, I started taking coaching from grandmasters like Praveen Thipse sir, Tejas Bakre, then some grandmasters from South like Vishnu Prasanna, Sham Sundar, and Ablash Reddy. Like Ablash Reddy, he's also like a family friend, and he helped me a lot. Like in terms of, because when I started chess, like I loved it, but I was not into like I never used to and like put my games in chess base and all. I mean, I used to just play. So taught me like you have to like put these games, you have to like the technical aspect and all. He helped me a lot in that. So he's and then many, like we started taking coaching from some foreign grandmasters as well. And then I joined pro chess training also, like that's basically by Ramesh sir and Surya Shekhar Ganguly. So I mean, that was also pretty beneficial. And I'm also a part of Vaka Chess Academy, like that's Anand's chess academy. Yeah, I think the issue, I would say that the challenge that I faced, like I'm still facing. So I was from North, and in North India,
there is no culture.
No culture of chess. So everyone, I mean, in South you have academies, so many grandmasters. Like Anand sir himself, he's from South. So everyone, there's so much of culture there. But here, no culture. And if you like, if someone asks like, what do you do? So you say, I'm a chess player. So you say, okay, chess is chess, but what do you do? Like, what in studies, what you are doing? So I think this still it's the same story. Even after like winning so many medals, it's the same. Like people ask, okay, chess is fine, but what do you do? Most important in the initial stages would be to play a lot of tournaments. Like, keep playing, keep analyzing those games. so that like if you play, then only like you'll get to know what level you have, what mistakes you are making, and then you can improve. So I think that's what I also did. So in my initial years, my mom used to make me play all over India. I used to play all the
Mm-hmm.
open tournaments, like in north, west, south, in Delhi, West Bengal, like Bhubaneswar,
Mm-hmm.
then in Gujarat, Maharashtra, South also, Tamil Nadu, and also I played everywhere all over India. So I think that also gave me a lot of exposure and experience and helped me improve. So I think most important would be to keep working, like have a schedule, keep regularly, keep working, for few
Mm-hmm.
like at least in the initial stages, like 2 hours or 4 hours every day, and keep playing a lot of tournaments. I think that is going to help. And yeah, I mean, take coaching from someone who is, yeah, maybe physical coaching or online coaching, and so that yeah, you someone is there for you, who's there to guide you.
Yeah.
Read a lot of books. I have read like many books. So I would suggest that world champions books, their games like Tal, Bobby Fischer,
Mm-hmm.
Anand, and so many Kasparov, so many people, like they have their books. So these books are like treasure. They have so much of insights there, and there are so many other books like Gelfand series are there, and there's also Dvorsky's books, Agard's books. So I think everyone, you have to read a lot of books, to get these insights and knowledge. Yeah, she was always there for me, to support me. And she has been traveling from the day one. She has been traveling with me all over India, all over world, and
Mm-hmm.
to each and every tournament. And I think like without her, it wouldn't have been possible at all. I mean, I don't even have words to express what she has done for me. In the chess like Olympiad, we were the top seeds to begin with. So of course there was a lot of pressure, and everyone
Mm-hmm.
was expecting that we should perform well and win a medal, and not just a medal but gold medal. So but we had a very smooth like sailing. First 7 matches we won pretty convincingly, like
Mm-hmm.
scoring wins against Kazakhstan, and then I think Georgia one was pretty crucial. They are 3 or 4 times Olympiad champion. And for me, I won against Bella Costin Sylvie on
Mm-hmm.
fourth board with the black pieces. So that was pretty memorable for me. And then in the eighth round, especially like we had this setback, on top two boards we lost, and third board Divya won, and I was the last one playing, and I was
Mm-hmm.
completely winning, and all eyes were on me. And then I don't know, like it was I think fifth or sixth hour of the game. I was pretty tired, and so many people surrounded me, and I think I just blundered at that moment, couldn't handle the pressure. And after my game ended in a draw, we lost like 1.5, 2.5, 1.5 to Poland. And then we were faced against USA, and then I was playing on board three with Krush Irina, and again it was a similar situation for us. First board we lost, and second and fourth had ended in a draw. So again it was on me that I have to win to
Mm-hmm.
save our match. And yeah, I think that was the redemption time. That game I didn't win, but this one I just I made it very
Mm-hmm.
complex. I was playing with the black pieces. I made it very complex and messy, and yeah, just wanted to take risk. And yeah, and then eventually I managed to win that game. So we drew that match, and then we were playing against China and Azerbaijan. So with China, Divya scored a crucial win, and we won that match. And against Azerbaijan, we all kind of won. We have won 3.5 half, clinching the title. So I think it
Mm-hmm.
was a roller coaster ride. I think we could have probably, if we wouldn't have like had this upset against Poland, maybe we could have won with like 21 out of 22 or something like that. But yeah, I think it was pretty good for us. Everyone, especially I think we all played well, and Divya scored pretty heavily as well, like 9.5 out of 11, and I scored like 7.5 out of 9. So I think, and
Nice.
yeah, it all
Nice.
worked well. In my formative years, My coach Manish Unyal sir, my initial coach, he used to come every day to our home and uh, give coaching for 2 hours. And I think that, and plus maybe I used to work a lot on my own also, reading books
Mm-hmm.
and all, solving a lot of puzzles. So I think,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I worked a lot actually. To begin, when I was a beginner, maybe 2 3 hours every day I was working, but after that it kept on increasing, like 4 hours, 6 hours, and sometimes I didn't even have count. Like I was with chess all the time. I didn't even count like how many hours I'm working on it. It just, yeah, just felt like yeah, working. Yeah, I think still I continue to work like at least 6 to 8 hours every day. And sometimes it's
Okay.
like not possible, but most of the times like 6 to 8 hours at least. Yeah, so during a tournament, it's usually like I get up, get ready, then I do yoga and meditation with my mom, and then we go to have breakfast. And after that, sometimes we go for a walk, then come back and then start preparing. Then for 2 3 hours, I'm preparing, and then kind of I have lunch, go for the game, then come back from the game, then and then like whatever the result, I start analyzing my games. Then I start checking like in the tournament the other games, how like everyone else played and all, like just checking the games. Then
Mm-hmm.
I think around that time it's already dinner time, have dinner, and then next round pairing is out. Then start like checking opponents games and all, start preparing for that. Yeah, something like that. So next tournaments, I'm still looking for tournaments. In Feb and March, there aren't many strong tournaments. Like there aren't actually much tournaments. So from April onwards, especially, I'll be playing a lot of open tournaments. I think, I mean,
Okay.
I want to play in other strong tournaments also, like these Tata Steel and all, but these are
Mm-hmm.
invitational tournaments, and like only if you get the invite, you can, participate. And I
Yeah.
don't like, I won 2 goals in Olympiad, but I'm still not getting any invite in any of these strong tournaments.
Yeah.
So I'll have to rely on these open tournaments, trying to get, norms or
Mm-hmm.
increase my rating. Yeah. I think it's going to be pretty big for Indian chess. But I'm a bit surprised like that Women's World Cup and Men's World Cup is going to happen like at different places. So I
Mm-hmm.
think the women's one is going to happen in Georgia, and the
Okay.
men's World Cup would be like different dates, and they'll be in. It will be in India. I mean, I would honestly prefer that these two would happen together. Like then it's more exciting.